Hello everybody, you are watching the Limitless Learners. No bounds. As you all know that the videos that come from our channel are really unique, today we have come up with a really important topic. A topic, or I must say a struggle that every single parent of today's age is facing. What is the topic about? Let's start. How to handle a stubborn baby. Myself, Fatma Shabudin Shakir, will be giving you some wonderful advices if you have a stubborn child at your house. Now, I, as a parent, struggle with this a lot, honestly. But when I studied psychology at my master's level, I got some wonderful information which I would love to share with you all so that you, as a parent, can handle your stubborn child. Now, babies, if they are of younger age, if they are few months old or infants, they only babble or they talk very little, they can throw tantrums. What they want, what they don't want, as a parent, it's really hard for us to understand their needs, their wants. Coming to the teenage children, even they show us attitudes, they show us stubbornness. They are not ready to listen to us. Now, being parents, it's really hard to understand what they really want. What is the main cause of being stubborn behind their personality? I'll be providing you with some really helpful tips. I would advise you to take a notebook and a pen to note down so that you can practically apply all these tips in your daily life. And let me tell you, if you apply all these tips nicely, you are going to get fruitful results. Tip number 1: stay calm. Now, during a situation when a child is throwing tantrums and is being stubborn, it is very necessary for you to stay calm. If you aren't calm, if you aren't being patient, it is going to be very hard for you to handle the situation. If you want to tackle with the situation effectively, you need to stay positive and stay patient. Tip number 2 is understand their needs. Now, see, small babies cannot tell you what they want and when they want because they are unable to speak and they are unable to pronounce the correct words. So, as parents, we need to understand either they are hungry or they want a type of change or they want to go out. At times they're sleepy and the parents are unable to understand. When you talk about teenagers, perhaps this is also one of the important things that the parents should know. Their needs are different as compared to the babies. So as adults, we should understand their needs. Tip number 3 is establishing routines. Now, setting a timetable for each child is really important because it disciplines their lives. It's give them the time frame of playing, the time frame of studying, and the time frame of socializing. So as parents and adults, we need to set up a specific routine and ask our children to follow that. This helps a lot in throwing tantrums because when this routines is set, they have a specific time to play, study, and eat. So they sleep on time, they wake up on time. Setting up routines play a vital role in balancing the moods and the mood and attitudes of the students and the children. Tip number 4 is offer choices. Now, as sensible adults, you should be giving choices to your students or your children. Now, you heard me right. Most of the parents are really dominating. They just give their statements, they pass their statements, they pass their judgments, and they tell this has to be done in this way and that has to be done in that way. Whereas psychology teaches us that we should offer choices to our children. If you're giving them snacks, give them two choices. Give them name any two snacks and ask them to choose. If they're off with you for shopping, let them select their own shirt. Let them select their own style of outfit they want to wear. This actually motivates the child, and it grooms the personality of the child, and the child itself realizes that if the parent is giving me choices and is listening to my say, I should also listen to them. Now, distraction technique is very useful for parents and adults. As parents, or if you're an elder sibling, you should be aware of this tip number 5, which is distraction techniques. If a child is, throwing tantrums on a specific thing, you should distract that child to some other thing which he likes, anything, any toy or any specific video or any specific game, so that the child forgets about the thing that he was worried about, forgets of the thing that he was being stubborn of, and he starts doing something else. If a child is throwing tantrums of what he wants to watch any video on the YouTube or anything anywhere else, you should distract him by some paints if he likes painting, or if he or she likes to play football. You can offer a 10 minutes game to them. So these techniques really help in balancing the mood of the child. Be consistent with boundaries. Now, what does this mean? See, if a child is angry and he's not ready to listen to you, that doesn't mean at all that you also become angry and you just tell them that you are the elder and they have to obey you. And you have to maintain some boundaries with that, right? You have to be ethical whenever you are trying to discipline them. You have to make sure that they and you both do not cross the boundaries. Tip number 7 is to show empathy and affection. Now, see, an adult, an old person, a young person, or a baby, every single person is molded with empathy and affection. When a child is angry, or he's being stubborn, he's not listening to you, you have to be empathetic. You have to show your love and affection to the child to melt him down so that he can realize that he has a loved one around. If you are going to be angry and you are going to be loud, that stubborn child is never going to listen to you. Whereas if you are going to be affectionate and you are going to be compassionate towards the child, he is surely going to listen to you. The eighth and the last tip that I would like to give you is to seek support. Now, see, at times things are not in our hand. At times, if we try our level best, even then we don't get the things right. So if you are in the same situation and if you are unable to handle your stubborn child, please don't hesitate to go and seek support. Go to a consultant, go to a counselor, go to an adult or an elderly family member and explain the situation that you are in. Explain how the child is throwing tantrums and how the child is not listening to you, and seek support. See, the grandparents have exceptional experiences, and they have so many incidences that they can share with you and give you advice through it. So please go to them, seek advice, and then come back and apply that to your child so that you and your child have a better bonding and a better relationship. So, my dear friends, if you have a stubborn child in your house, select any helpful tip from my video and apply. I am sure that you are going to get 100% result. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe the Limitless Learners. Don't forget to leave a comment under my video. Till then, bye bye.